Meeting is called to order.
I, Ruby Agarwal, will be conducting today's meeting in absence of our Secretary, Rotarian Pratul Agarwal. I request Rotarian President Mr. Lal Goyal to confirm the minutes of the previous meeting.
The minutes of the previous meeting were circulated, and as we have not received any objection or observation, I presume that every one of you have confirmed. So I hereby confirm the minutes of the previous meeting.
Today, our topic is role of Metro in organ donation by Mr. P.K. Srivastav. I request Rotarian Jigna Shah. She is from USA. Good morning, Rotarian Jigna.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Please introduce our guest of today.
Yes, I will. 1 second. I have to just go back into my thing. 1 minute. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Goyal. Thank you, fellow Rotarian. My name is Jigna Shah, residing in New Jersey. I have the honor of introduction our speaker, Mr. P.K. Srivastava. Ms. P.K. Srivastava is the former general manager of Indian Railways. After graduating in BE Electrical Technology and Electronics from India Institute of Science, Bangalore. He did his post-graduation MTech in Power Apparatus and System from India Institute of Technology, New Delhi. Mr. P.K. Srivastava belongs to 1976 batch of Indian Railway Service of Electrical Engineering, IRSEE. After completing 40 years of service, he retired as a general manager. He was recipient of Best Innovation Award from Railway Board for successful retrofitting of DCEMU racks into AC-DC racks on Central Railway. He started design and manufacturing for first ever pure electric buses with collaboration of BYD China. He was Chief Advisor Transport with CM AP Sri Chandrababu Naidu. Currently, he is a Chief Advisor Transport to Government of Maharashtra. Mr. Srivastava is an avid singer, script writer, and lyrics. He is regularly giving his views on a rail bullet on Lok Sabha TV, operating on panel for various transport projects. Thank you so much.
Oh, so okay, my pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Srivastava, please give your views on today's topic.
Okay. Well, at the outset, I think I have no words to put it on records that Mr. Lal Goyal has wholeheartedly taken up this organ donation issue and is very successfully leading it. And I'm extremely happy to get associated with this topic and to take up this issue on today's discussion, that role of Metro in organ donation. See, we all have to understand, although it's a very new thing which is now really very fast, it is maturing up, that organ donation, we all have to know that it is the noblest thing which can happen on earth, to give lease of life to needy people, to the people who really need. And whoever has signed this, the declaration sort of thing, that they have they agree to donate their organs, etc., is, I think, one of the really remarkable thing which can happen to the humanity. And I really salute all of them who have agreed to this sort of pledge. So without taking much time, I think if you see the Hindu mythology, this it takes us back to the creation of Lord Ganesha with the organ transplant. I think most of us know that. I'll probably tell you in Hindi that, for example, when Parvati ji wanted to, protect herself because she was doing some, she was getting ready, and also he had made Ganesha of clay, and she had put it on the gate that this Ganesha will take care of my secrecy. But meanwhile, Lord Shiva came back, and when he saw that Lord Ganesha, it was a clay, this thing, but he was very annoyed that why he is stopping his way to meet Parvati ji. So he beheaded Lord Ganesha. But then Sir Parvati ji came out and she told that आपने ये क्या किया, ये तो मतलब हमारे पुत्र की तरह हैं. And immediately then Lord Shiva, I think he didn't know what to do, and he went back, and he the nearest creature he could find was an elephant, baby elephant, and he took his head and put it onto the Lord Ganesha's head. So this is a sort of organ transplant which we can relate back to the Hindu mythology. It is so old, and we are very fortunate that it's happening now in the country in a big way. Every now and then we keep on listening to the news, and whenever there is a news about organ transplant, I straight away connect back to Lal. In fact, I still remember in recent one of the matches which was being played at Nagpur, there was a display on the TV that so many organ transplant things have been done, etc. 1200. I mean, this is just little about the background. Now, let me come to the topic. Role of metro. First of all, I think all of us have to understand what is the difference between a metro and a normal train. A normal train is a train which has a locomotive in the front and the coaches in the back. And metro is a train, or you can say a consist, where you have not 1, 3 to 4 locos in between in the rake. And the purpose is that one, that you can accelerate the train very fast, and two, since it has electro-pneumatic brakes, you can brake it very fast. And that is why in a city like Mumbai, you are able to run almost like 2,000 trains on a railway every day, because you are able to run so many trains, because they go very fast, they accelerate very fast, and then they brake very fast. So in organ transplant, if we see, I would recollect an incident when I was general manager on the South Central Railway, that once we were told that we have to create a green corridor because some heart has come by air, and it has to be taken to Yashoda Hospital for transplant purpose. And I am happy to share with you that green corridor was created, and the heart could be brought within no time with all care, and it was transplanted and worked very well. So when we talk of role of metro, compared to the normal train, when we see a metro, we can carry the organ which is to be transplanted, or which is to be transported from one place to another, to a hospital or something. Then we can transport it very fast. In fact, one will ask me that metro is a train which will start and stop in all stations and all that. But that's not so. If we have to create a green corridor sort of thing for metro as well, in that case, for example, if we have to take a, suppose a lung transplant is to be done and we have taken it in Mumbai, we have to take it to Pune. If we go by road, it'll take around 4 hours. But if we have some sort of metro, in the sense when we have an end-to-end this thing and we create a green corridor, it can be taken in maximum 1.5 to 1.5 hours or something. So that is all possible because of very fast acceleration and very fast braking on that, electro-pneumatic braking, as I mentioned. And here, if you see these metros, they are the latest stocks. Latest stocks are there where, the rate of failure and other things, etc., are practically minimal because these are new stocks and they are being running on the country. Thank God that the Ministry of Urban Development has been instrumental in the country in taking up this metro in the country in a big way. You must have seen phenomenal growth in metro system in the country. In fact, I still remember when I was doing my MTech from IIT Delhi, this Delhi Metro was being conceived and it was being, it was being started. Now, I still remember that when the first metro came, much after I left IIT Delhi, when it was the trials were started and when the first metro started, people used to go to metro for sightseeing purpose, basically, because it was not meant for transferring the passengers' load on the road to the rail, to the metro. But today, if you see the scenario, it's a totally different thing. It has become a lifeline. Mumbai is the Mumbai Metro is a lifeline. Everybody knows about it. In fact, I had been handling Mumbai Metro for almost 14-15 years, and I was invited by IET people whose emblem I'm wearing. These IT people in UK, they had called me to give a lecture on Mumbai suburban trains. And they were really shocked to know that we run so many services at every 2 minutes or every 3 minutes interval. And the reason is that effectiveness of metro. So organ transplant, time is the essence in case of a organ taking from one place to another. And therefore, we have to have, whether it is a road corridor or whether it is a green corridor, as far as the train is concerned, it can always be managed. And I'm sorry to just add on to that. I just mentioned that, people will say that, it stops. So how you really take it faster? But suppose we have to take it faster, people must have noticed when a rake comes to, suppose, VT or Churchgate or any other place, and suppose it has to go back to the car shed for maintenance purpose, it starts from one place and straight it heads on to the car shed and it goes non-stop there. So that corridor is created. Similar creation can be done when we have to do a organ movement, etc., from the rake. And I think railways, I have been at the helm of affairs for almost 40 long years. And as a general manager there, a chief advisor transport also, we will be much happy to associate ourselves with any sorts of directions or any sorts of requests put in for transplanting or transporting organ from one place to another. And we'll be really, really happy, and we will feel it's a little contribution from railway side onto this noble act. So I'm very hopeful that once this is taken up, we will certainly go a long way to do it. And I assure that this can be one of the fastest thing which can change the scenario in the metropolitan cities, at least. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. P.K. Srivastav, for giving your views on metro. And as you mentioned that you are the helm of the in the railways, and you have been the metro also. You have mentioned 2-3 points very important. One is about the green corridor. Now, as far as the green corridor, what we understand and what we used to tell everybody is where from one point to another point, there is no traffic obstruction. And it is like that, what we see a traffic light, which consists of red, yellow, and green. So all lights are green. And whenever they create a green corridor on the road, so they always, there is an ambulance which will be escorted by a police. And as per the protocol, the police officer should not be less than the DCP rank. Now, in that case, the green corridor is made from one hospital to another hospital. Now, here, when we are talking of metro, 2-3 points which are very important. First thing is the hospitals are not situated at the metro station, or the metros are not going to the hospital. It means they are first, we have to take the organ from hospital to the metro station. Then from there, when it will reach to another station, from that station to the station where the organ is to be transplanted, again, we have to create the green corridor. It means 2 green corridors to be created, one from the harvesting hospital from where the organs will be harvested and sent to the station, and another from station to the receiving thing. That is one point. Secondly, you mentioned about that the green corridor can be made in the metro also. Now, my question is, don't you think it is more complicated than the road green corridor? Because the road green corridor means you will be sending from A point to B point directly, while in the metro, there will be A to B, B to the C, and then C to D. So these are the points which we are covering. What you say about this?
Oh, I will tell you, whenever there is an accident, there is a movement of an accident relief train or a medical van. Now, these medical van and accident relief trains, they are given through signals. So there's no question of stopping anywhere. It will get green signals through and through wherever we take it. So it will run almost on the same path as accident relief train or a medical van in case of an accident. This will be treated as emergency. This will be treated as a sort of accident that, the conditions have to be created in such a way that this has to be done. And now one issue certainly will come, that we have to give a little bit notice to our people, maybe 15 minutes notice or something, that we have to create a green corridor, say between 9 a.m. to 9:30 or something like that, so that we are able to do this. So that little distance, so that little, I'll not call it obstructions, the running goods trains or running express trains, etc., which can be little shifted onto the loop lines on the next station to create a green corridor through and through. And it's not difficult. It can always be done, and it should be done for this noble cause.
Okay, so according to you, the green corridor can be made between the metros. So from A station to B station of the same metro. And so recently, because see, there are 2 things happened. In 2023, the law was amended of your railways and metros, in which, because earlier you cannot carry any human body, any organ, any tissue, or anything without the permission from the railways. But they have amended this now, and they have allowed the organs and tissue to be carried by the railway as well as the metro. Now, that is one. Secondly, recently, I think the last month or so, one green corridor was made through the metro. One organ was transferred from one place to another place, and it was found that it is faster than the road thing, plus very less inconvenient to the commuters, because you have to stop all the traffic in that way, while here only one rack will go from this place to this place, which will be a delay of say 2 minutes or 3 minutes, because another rack will come. Do you think this is correct, what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree, because there's no question of creating any inconvenience to the commuter, because when we plan this sort of end-to-end movement, At that time, we will not let any commuter be in that train. It can run as an individual coach also, which will carry only, a metro is normally made, just pardon me for a second. Metro normally, we all must have seen, consists of 4 coaches, 8 coaches, or some generally 12 to 15 coaches also. But all of us have to know that basic unit consists of only 3 coaches. So these 3 coaches, when we take the medical van or when we take the accident relief train, only these 3 coaches. So we don't have to create any inconvenience to commuter or anybody. It will carry only the organs, whatever is to be taken. The doctor, the team, the refrigerator, or whatever is to be taken will be carried by this. And as you said that it will be really a green corridor, because when you go onto the road, there are different type of signals, different type of blockages. You have to take diversions, this, that, here and there. Here it is end-to-end movement, which we know that it will take the least time. And that is the reason why you must have seen even millionaires. I have seen that in Mumbai, even millionaires travel in local train when they have to reach in time for a meeting. So
Okay.
that will not put any inconvenience to them.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I am opening this to all our members. So whosoever wants to ask a question, please raise. Yes, I can see the Rotarian advocate Ramesh Sharma wants to ask. Yes, please go ahead. Please unmute.
Yeah, Mr. Srivastav.
Yeah.
If presume for Bombay Metro, if one person want to transport some organ from A station to B station, what is the procedure for having the green corridor? That is where you have to apply, to whom he have to apply, and what shall be the expenses claimed by the railways for creating the green corridor?
That's a very good question. I basically feel that since it is a human cause, I don't think charges, payment, etc., will come in the way. Once we have to transplant, and once we have to transfer this from A to B, we have to only advise the concerned general manager or the divisional railway manager that this sector we want to block for this purpose. You must have seen that, when we are replacing a bridge or something on the railways, in that case we take a block and we do some other diversions. All these things are very routine. But this will be, as I said, a noble cause that we are taking a human this thing, and therefore I don't think there will be any hindrance from anybody. You have to apply to the general manager, and I mean, preferably give a time schedule that this between this and this time.
Mr. Srivastav, I would like to add what Advocate Ramesh Sharma said. Like in the case of green corridor, when I'm not talking of the road, when we are talking of the organ, when we are transferring from one airport to another airport, so we are taking it. So the airlines are charging full amount. Even the charter planes are charging full amount. Even when the Air India was belongs to the government, at that time also they were charging. Railway belongs to the government. What Advocate Sharma is asking, whether they are going to charge, whether there are charges imposed or not, or it will be a free of cost, because road is free.
Yeah, as a ex-general manager of the railways and as a part of the system, I feel there'll be no charges because there's a human cost. But we can always advocate it. Maybe the finance people will try to pick up some issues that, since you are doing this, you are blocking the path for the 2 trains, and this will be costing so much, this, that. But those people can always be overruled that, this is a different thing. This is not some birthday gift being given from A to B. So it is something life savior issue, and it has to be done.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Advocate Sharma, are you satisfied, or you want?
Yeah. I'm thankful to the railways for doing it free.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Now, yes, yes, I can see Rotarian Professor Saran. Yes, you have raised your hand, please.
Thank you, Mr. Pradeep Srivastav ji.
Yeah.
this is a very critical role because there is a very strict time limit from organ harvest
Yes,
to organ transplantation.
yes, yes.
Now, I am interested in the operational side of it. There will already be trains on the tracks between point A to point B. So we need a very large degree of coordination between different station heads to move the existing trains on a loop line or side line and then give the clearance to this one. Otherwise, collision may happen. And therefore, how do we establish a protocol for emergencies when green corridors are created so that different levels of authority know very clearly whose orders are to be respected, how they are to be respected, who is the man in command? So this needs a very clear-cut instruction at a senior level. So what is the present situation and what improvement do you think needs to be made?
No improvement is required. There are laid down instructions, and not too many people are involved. Here in railways, there is a traffic control, which is only one organization, and there is a chief controller who is a one person, and he is told that this movement is to take place. And so, as I mentioned, I gave an example of a accident relief train or a medical van. Same thing happens there. So he is told that this train will go non-stop from here to there, and it is his duty. If we tell him in about 10-15 minutes, why I am saying in advance we have to tell, so that he can plan the diversions of the trains which are in between to the nearest loop lines and make this corridor green. So only 10-15 minutes this thing is
But
required.
Rotarian,
That's it.
Mr. Srivastav, we are talking of metro. Metro also you require diversions?
Yes, metro, you see, metro you will need diversion if you have to take it non-stop from a place to other. Otherwise it will be difficult. You can't say that I'll wait for this train to go here and then and then I'll go. It's not like that. We have to create a path. If you see a chart, there is a electronic chart as well as a manual chart available in the control, where a chart, the chief controller has to draw a line that this path is available and I'll run it to this path, and he'll ensure that the trap is available through and through.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Sudhir Saran. And now next question is from Rotarian Girdhari Agrawal.
Yeah, Pradeep ji, very nice to see you.
Yeah,
And a nice presentation. But what I feel,
Yeah.
do you think it is okay with the government setup if we apply for 15 minutes prior for transportation for an organ, so we'll get all the permissions? Because once in a while you will not find the controller or whoever it is.
I understand. What you are saying, I understand. See, application may have to be done a day in advance. That application to the general manager or DRM, etc., that we want to do this transplant from here to there. Even doctors, I think, will be planning the organ, harvesting as well as this thing a day or two in advance. That we'll harvest from this place and take it there. So that much time, as soon as we decide about it, we inform the concerned railways, and the machinery will start moving. And people like us who are almost, you can take me as a volunteer, we will take it head on, so that we get all the permissions, etc., within a day itself, and we are able to give you green signal.
Okay. I will just add what Rotarian Girdhari Agrawal has said. See, as per the procedure I'm talking of the normal procedure, which is taking place of the green corridors of the road or by air. The procedure is like this, that once the doctors take a decision that this is a fit case for a brain death to be declared brain death, after that, this will be informed to the government department, because as soon as the treating doctor says that this can be a possible brain death, immediately the regional or the SOTO or the state organ tissue transplant organization to be informed. Once they will be informed, their machinery will work all these things. They will inform the metro authority, whosoever. They will inform the police also, because police is also required from hospital to the metro station and from metro station to this. And the doctors plan the harvesting time in such a way, like in Mumbai, when it was done early morning. So there will be no traffic on the road, and there was no issues of having any problem in the track or the metro. So what they are doing is that they plan accordingly, but they inform. And as per the law, once the information reaches there, no permissions, means the permissions definitely they will go, but the permissions time limit is also fixed. And I would also like to add one thing. In the case of when the organ is being transplanted by the air, and as you know, in like all the big cities, the plane is flying over for half an hour or 45 minutes. But if a plane is carrying the organ, the takeoff is on the top priority, landing on the top priority, even as per the act, even the Prime Minister or the President of India, if they are also traveling, if they are in the flight, their plane will be not giving the priority. First priority for the landing will be the plane which is carrying the organs. Similarly, I'm sure that what Rotarian Girdhari Agarwal is asking you, that how it will be done. This procedure is like this. So you are saying 15 minutes. No, it will be given an advance notice. There is no issues. But I will not say 1 day advance, but 4, 5, 6 hours in advance, so that they have to work. Rotarian Girdhari Agarwal, is this your question? You want to elaborate more, or you have any other question? You are on mute.
This is the right question, and actually this is having a lack of confidence, in the government machinery, which is most of the time the people are not available. That's why.
I'll come back to that. See, you mentioned about the priorities while the air travel. I can tell you one very basic thing which will clear doubts in all of you people's mind. The first priority is given in the Indian Railways to the President Special. If the President Special has to run from A to B, it will be given the first preference. And surprisingly, I don't think anybody will know that President Special has to be run by a steam engine, because the steam engine is the least failure prone locomotive. That is so. But even President Special will have to wait in case a ART, accident relief train, or a medical van has to go. Even that train has to wait. So similar weightage will have to be given to this sort of thing. And as you mentioned about both these things, maybe some advance movement with the railway board, with the railway minister will have to be done about, as you mentioned, about charges, as you mentioned about this. And I think they will all come on board and they will be helpful. But the issue has to be raised. Yes, I agree to that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. One I want to little elaborate. When a person is brain dead, then there is a very little time gap to harvest the organ.
I understand.
I don't think before 24 hours we can give some information to the railways.
I understand, yes.
That's will be the problem there.
Advocate Ramesh Sharma, I would like to clarify. A person who is declared brain death after the 6-hour minimum gap, so already he is in the hospital for about 8-9 hours. He's on the ventilator, and it will take another 8, 9, or 10 hours to perform the harvesting, etc. So there is a gap always. It will be, you can say, from the time the admission takes place and when the harvesting is done, is between 12 to 24 hours. Why they do it early? Because the quality of organs start depreciating, and that's why they want to do early. Otherwise, even you might have heard in the COVID that the patient is alive for one week. The hospitals have kept it purposely like that. Patient will be alive, the organs will be alive even for a week, but the quality of organs will not be the same as early as possible. So the idea is to harvest as early as possible, but it will take approximately the average is between 12 hours to 24 hours for the harvesting, which is sufficient time for railways or any other organizations to be ready for that.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything you want to add, Mr. Srivastava?
No, see, as I mentioned that, some sort of amendment to the act or some sort of clarifications on this issue would need to be issued by Railway Board. And I think it's high time, since at the cool time, I think we should go ahead with this sort of work and get these directions done from the railways in time, so that we are ready with the emergency and we are able to take care of that.
Okay. Now I received one question. She is Rotractor Ashita Yadav. She is the charter president of Rotrac Club of Raja Balwant Singh Engineering Technical Campus, Agra. She says that her father is a retired serviceman of railways, and she says when the hospitals are always there, railway hospital is almost in all the big cities, or even the small cities, wherever the railways people are there.
Hospitals may not be there, but health units will be there.
Health units are there. Yeah. So why no retrieval centers in the railway hospital? This is a very, very important question. I have written a write-up recently, and I asked the same question. Why? Because in India, 15% of the cities are having the retrieval or transplant centers. 85% out of 788 cities or the districts are having no facility. So whatsoever we are doing organ donation awareness in those cities is of no use unless there is a retrieval center. Railway is having health units, as you said, and the hospitals, many places. Even you can have a operation theater in a rack or in a bogie, whatsoever which is there. I think in railways you have. Why not make a retrieval center and let if there is a I'm giving an example at Mathura or Agra, there is no retrieval center today. Suppose there is a patient declare brain death, that compartment of the operation theater will go there, retrieve the organs, give back the body to the relatives, and take those organs back to the cities where the organs can be transplanted. Don't you think this can save many, many lives? What you say about this?
Very, very noble thought. And but I'll tell you, see, I think what you are saying will happen in 2030 or something, if I can say that, because we have not thought about it. Someone is putting it on mute.
Yeah, Mr. Ashok Kumar Gaur, Rotarian Ashok Kumar Gaur, please keep yourself on mute.
So,
audio mute, please. Yeah, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I was mentioning that maybe what you are saying is very ideal thing which should happen. We can.
No, I am not saying it's the question of the Rotractor.
I understand.
Ashita Yadav. Yes,
I understand. No, see, we already have mobile hospitals for that purpose. We already have hospitals in the medical van. Even small operation theaters are there in the medical van. But I think we'll have to again look into it in a bigger way. We have to probably plan in such a way that we have to have these coaches made out, which have to be kept ready for movement in case of any requirement like that. And I think we can always work on that, and we can get it done, because facilities, railways can provide coaches which can be modified. It can provide locomotive, or it can provide a EMU unit, the metro unit, which can move. So that's not a problem. But issue is that something will have to be. These are all revolutionizing thoughts, and they should come up now, so that they are addressed to the Railway Ministry. As you mentioned about the railway hospital, as a general manager of South Central Railway, I had a 300-bedded hospital in Lalagoda. Will you believe that there was no cath lab there at that time? In fact, there are thoughts going on in railways that why should we have our own hospital? Just attach most important hospitals to railways and just refer the people to the those particular hospitals.
That is what Rotarian Girdhari Agrawal is mentioning about the bureaucracy and the government delays.
Thoughts are going in a different way. that, we should close down all this. Why spend so much on hospitals? And not only hospitals, the maintenance teams which are doing the colony maintenance, something, why should you give it to some contract outside? They will do it. These are again thoughts going on. But this is a very noble thought, especially, in roadside stations where hospital is not there, or where the facilities are not there. Such sort of medical vans, etc., have been very, very, very useful once they are taken there and the services are required.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh Kumar. You have any question? Dr. Santosh Kumar?
No question, but I think this is very interesting discussion, and I would definitely like that, if, as you said, that the pricing is not an issue, government will not charge, railway will not charge. I think there is a need to. Do you think that there is a need to have a concrete policy like this? Because people at one point of time, definitely the price will come, and for an individual, if it has to be borne by the individual, it will be very heavy to think. So we must take, under your leadership, we must take a policy initiative, so that advocacy, so that a policy is formed, and anybody, whenever it is needed, can avail this services.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mr. Goyal, there is one suggestion
that
we should send a specific resolution, or I should say suggestion, to the Railway Board and Railway Ministry, as has been suggested by Mr. Srivastava, to create a special procedure for this noble cause.
Okay. Advocate Ramesh Sharma, what I would suggest, there is an amendment in the Railway Act 2023. If you just go through it, and once we will study it properly, then we will make a suggestion, because there are two things which has come out till now. One is that about the expenses, and secondly, why not mobile retrieval centers by the railways, so that we don't require different hospitals in all the cities. If not, even a small city, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities can have those facilities till the time there is no such retrieval center. So we will study it, and definitely I'm going to write an article on this very soon, because I got a very good thoughts today. Anyway, today, any questions from you, Rotarian Hemlata Bhandari?
If I am
please,
Good evening, Mr.
Srivastava. Just a moment, Rotarian Bhandari. Yes, Mr. Srivastava.
Actually, 8:45, another meeting, because I left that meeting from Nasik and came all the way. But I told them that at about 8:45 I'll be available, so we can little sum up quickly.
Okay, fine. Last question. Rotarian Hemlata Bhandari.
No, I want to know whether any dedicated organ transplant teams are there with you in the Metro City ambulance, and is there any legal and ethical consideration also related to organ donation? Because many of the hospitals I see, even in Chennai, it is not, very sorry to say, that railway hospital is not up to the mark, sir. I mean, it is not like, so it can be, they can improve it actually.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes, Mr. Srivastava.
No, you are very right, Ataji. I mean, in fact, I before you're telling, I mentioned that big hospital in Secunderabad didn't have the cath lab. So, but we are in the process. All these things are really highly capital intensive things which have to be done. And railways have to first look up for the funds for replacement of the sleepers, replacement of the rails, and replacement of the coaches, which is the bread and butter. This comes little secondary. But now things are changing. And,
because why I asked you, my father worked in the railways. My brother is also with railways, and sister is with ICF. Yeah. So we are going to the other hospitals. Railway hospital is available. That's the thing.
I understand. That is why, if that was not there, why so many hospitals are being attached with the railways as expert hospitals, so that, for any specialized treatment, people can be referred to the hospital. So that is why.
No, I'm not telling anything. I'm telling they can improve it.
Yes, you are right.
In such a way like
that. Thank you very much, Hemlata ji. Now, as our guest speaker has to leave and attend a special meeting, because he is the chief advisor to the government of Maharashtra, and they are creating I will not say bullet train, but it's the form of bullet train. Correct, Mr.
Yeah,
Srivastava?
between Pune and Nasik, high-speed train, 250 kmph.
So he is a main person in that, and that's why he has to attend the meetings. And today we are fortunate I got this much time from him.
Yeah, because
so thank you very much.
Just after budget was on 1st of February. So as a sequel of the budget allotment and budget finalization, these things have to happen very quickly, and they have to be framed up and put up to PMO so that some action can be taken on them very quickly.
Yeah,
so
I understand. Over to you, Rotarian Ruby Agarwal.
Now I will request Rotarian Martin to please give the vote of thanks.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening. Yes.
Sir, we are very much happy with your presence and the brief note on the railways. Firstly, let me thank our president who has invited you.
Yes.
And also, my sincere thanks to you on behalf of all the Rotarians who's watching this, who has participated in this. Once again, I thank you heartfully, sir. You have given a very brief note how best railway can contribute for the organ donation. Thank you so much, sir.
We must. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Srivastava is from India, and his introduction is coming from New Jersey, USA. That's the popularity of Mr. Srivastava.
And the
Glad to say it.
And thanks are from the Chennai.
Yeah.
So members are from everywhere.
I'm saying for international level.
And I think you should also mention Rotarian Ramesh Sharma that he is your class fellow.
Yes,
we all are the
class fellows. And
yes, we were in the same batch of 1968 high school. Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Pradeep Srivastava, for giving your time.
Thank you,
and we hope that with the help of our Rotary Club of Organ Donation International and with the persuasion, definitely we would like to see to it that something can be done, especially in the metro as well as railways. Thank you very much.
I'll be very happy to get associated. Thank you.
So thank you very much. Now, I think we must start our regular meeting for some time because Mr. Srivastava is leaving us and we still have the time. So thank you very much, Mr. Srivastava. Okay. You can now log out.
Okay.
Yes. So, yes, now Mr. Srivastava is not there, so he has left. What he left, few questions, burning questions to all of us. Number one, that the railways can do miracles as well as organ donation is concerned because they have the infrastructure. They have the infrastructure to reach to the smallest place in India. Because the railway is joining us from one city to another city, even in small towns or small villages also. So why not we take the advantage of that and we pursue the railway ministry so that that we can have a mobile retrieval center always ready with few of the big centers so that mobile retrieval centers can go, which can very easily reach within 2 hours or 3 hours anywhere. That much time is required because the retrieval or harvesting takes time. It's not the immediate thing that we have to do it immediately. It takes time. So this is a very good suggestion which has come. Secondly, it should be totally free of charge. No money should be charged at all. So for that also we have to make a proper representation. I'm planning to write up on this, but I want you all, if you have any good suggestions or you want to contribute in this thing, please post to me directly on my WhatsApp or call me. I would like to discuss because our aim is to enlighten the public at large as well as waking up the government. As Rotarian Girdhari Agrawal said that the government or departments, which our Mr. Pradeep Srivastava has also agreed that this is a lacuna, but the time is changing. Now the time is changing. People have to understand their responsibilities, liabilities, and they are responsible to give the answers to all of us, the public of India. So why not we collectively make a proper representation? And that's why Any one of you, if you have any suggestion right now, you can give right now. Otherwise, you can send it afterwards, whenever you like to do it. I know that this is something which is a very important thing, especially in India. We don't know about other country. I have not studied that much, but Rotarian Deepan Shah is there. Rotarian Deepan Shah, can you just unmute yourself? Mr. Rotarian Deepan Shah, can you just tell us that whether in USA also the metro is being used, or the railway is being used, and what they say is they're not the underground, the other word, broadways.
Hello, good morning and good evening, India, and Mr. Goel and fellow all Rotarians. Wonderful day here. It was a very nice presentation by Mr. Srivastava. And come to the questions, your answer to your questions. Here, 99.9% all airlift, the organ is transported by airlifting. And every major hospital has a helipad with the hospitals, and they are very interconnected. And we see in a Jersey, Italy, few cases of this immediately organ transplant transported through the airlifting, through the helicopters.
Okay, so you mean all the hospitals are having helipads? That is a compulsory
all major
thing.
hospitals.
Major
Yes,
hospitals.
all major hospitals. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Girdhari, Rotarian Girdhari Agrawal, what is your solution?
What I feel is, first of all, we need to have a good infrastructure. India is a developing country. So we are
developing for last 75 years. And if we will be saying like this, we will be another 750 years. We will never be developed.
No, under the leadership of some other party, it was under the
No, we are not talking of party. We are not, sorry, Rotarian.
Okay.
Come to the point only.
Agreed. Okay. So whatever, I mean, we cannot compare it with US or UK or wherever. But whatever infrastructure we can develop here in India, and railways, I don't know whether it can play a pivotal role or not.
Why not?
I am doubtful.
No, why not? See, if you have, because my one more qualification is that I have worked with the railways very closely for many years as their topmost contractor in that class, this thing. And I understood that they have a van, military hospital or the help, this thing, which is always ready 24/7 to rush to any accidental site. Okay, so what Mr. Srivastava said is that why not, which I have asked, and Road Director Ashita Yadav also asked, why not we keep the operation theater? They have mobile operation theaters with them. So that mobile station can be joined, that compartment will be joined with any train which is going, suppose from Delhi to Mathura, that compartment will reach to Mathura in 2 hours time. And then they will perform the retrieval there, give the body. The problem in organ transplant in India is that the body, nobody wants to take the brain dead person from one city to another city, get the retrieval, and then bring the body back. That is not possible. It is against everybody's religion or the relations, everything. So what we can do is we can develop this thing, and if we will have the law studied properly, which I am sure that we will, as in the parliament we do that, we refer the law to our standing committee. So I will take out the law and send to our advocate friend, member Rotarian Ramesh Sharma, or Rotarian Ramnath Pradeep, or Rotarian Asit Shankar. Let them study it and give their suggestions so that we can do it.
What I would like to put in is there are so many hospitals, even in Mathura, they do not have a doctor who is fit to retrieve an organ.
No.
Let alone the facility.
Rotarian Girdhari Agrawal, again, I would like to just clarify. The retrieval will be done by the doctors coming from outside. Never the retrieval will be done only on those hospitals when there is a retrieval facilities or the transplant facilities, they are doing it. But when there is no facility, like I will tell you, the Mangalore are having 9 transplant centers, 11 retrieval centers, but they don't have the retrieval facility of heart or the lungs. So the doctor comes from Bangalore or Chennai, they take out the heart or the lung, not from the Bangalore. So it will be always a planned surgery. It's not it's a elective surgery. It's not an emergency surgery. So that is, one should be very, very clear that even Mathura doesn't have that thing, or Agra is not having. But if the full mobile retrieval center is standing at the Mathura junction, the patient will be taken there by the ambulance. The doctor's team might be coming from Delhi or Jaipur or wherever the retrieval the patient, the organ has to go, and they can do it. That is not a big thing. Only thing is we have to change the mindset, not of our own ourselves, but of the government also. That is the thing. Yes. Anyone else want to discuss anything?
Sir, I have a suggestion, sir.
Yes, please.
Presently. So this railways is such a big organization. We must give an awareness program for the railway employees. Railway can contribute, as our GM said, Srivatsava said, railway is doing dispatch and service for the organ donations. But how far the employees of that organizations are aware of this organ donation, I doubt, sir.
No, you are right that you are right that we have to create awareness, but the awareness to be created in only those cities where there is a retrieval center. All other cities, awareness is fine, but it is of no use. First, secondly, the form. Everyone says that so many donations taking place, like in the Ahmedabad cricket match also, so many donations taking place. What is the use? Unless you have not taken your family in confidence, this type of filling the form is of no use. So please first talk to your family, convince them. If they are ready, then only fill up the form. Otherwise, just to increase the number and getting in the book of Guinness book of record or Limca book of record is of just an eyewash, just befooling the public at large. This is my personal view. Okay, so thank you very much. Over to you, Rotarian Ruby Agrawal. Oh, already the thanks has been given. So
thank you all for attending.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So meeting is hereby adjourned.
Thank you.